Welcome to this session. So let's get started with the tenses session. See, this session will be there till 1.5 to 2 hours. So if you believe you have something that is more important than tenses to improve your grammar, to get rid of the tension of tenses forever and ever, you can leave the session right now. Is it clear? Because this is only for the serious participants. Let's continue, everyone. Today, I will be telling you each and everything about tenses, but for that, you need to turn on the video. Your doubts will not be entertained. Is it clear? I'm not going to solve your doubts if you don't turn on the video, and we will do it in a practical manner. So I've planned a lot of things. If you don't turn on the video, you will not get the chance to do it in a practical manner. Is it clear, everyone? Just type C in the chat box. So make sure that you seriously attend the session. There are a lot of people, Veena, Mohit Bansal, Raghavendra, then we have got Mir Mohammed, Sandeep, Devang, so many people, Sagar. Either write the reason in the chat box why you cannot turn on the video or turn it on. Otherwise, there is no purpose to attend the session. Let's get started. If we talk about tenses, how many of you feel it's easy and how many of you feel it's tough? Just type in the chat box. E or T, E or T. What do you feel about it? Quickly, everyone. Just mention it in the chat box. I would love to see what do you feel about the same. Okay, quickly. What do you understand by that? See, we can say just one thing. What is tenses? Basically, it's a part of grammar only, isn't it? But the harsh reality, what is there in our mind? We feel grammar is all about rules. We have to learn the rules. We have to follow translation. We have to learn lots and lots of things. That's not the case. What is the real purpose of grammar? That we need to understand. Right now, I am speaking. Am I thinking about grammar too much? क्या हर एक सेंटेंस से पहले ग्रामर का रूल मैं सोच रही हूँ? Tell me, everyone, yes or no? Am I thinking about the rules? No. If I think too much about the rules, I cannot even speak. I cannot even speak. I cannot speak. Okay, modal verb. This is can. I cannot. मतलब नहीं कर सकती. Is it possible that we think about translation and rules all the time? Is it possible? Literally, if you have to speak for 2 minutes, you will use almost 50 to 70 rules. Now tell me, will you think about 50 rules? Is it possible to think about 50, 70 rules? That's not possible. Even if 20 rules are there, is it possible? No, it won't be possible. Am I thinking it won't be possible? This is future tense. No, that's not the case. You need to understand there is a difference between fluency and accuracy. Fluency and accuracy. I'm speaking right now. Okay, everyone. So tomorrow I am going to tell you, and I would surely try to be updated about it. I made some sort of grammatical mistakes, okay, just one or two. But still, my fluency is coming. But what if I say like this? Okay, everyone, I would tell you tomorrow, and I can able to no, sorry, I can. Now tell me, you have to select today. Do you need fluency or accuracy? F or A? Type in the chat box. Do you need fluency or accuracy? Type in the chat. Quickly. Tell me clearly. Suppose you are getting a chance to choose fluency or accuracy. See, don't be biased. So many people are writing FA. No, first, initially, if you have to go for one thing, what would you choose? Of course, fluency, isn't it? Let's talk about accuracy. Yes, accuracy is a long-term game. It is going to come as we have different levels. We keep on telling you about the same. It is going to come. So why are we learning tenses or any other concept of grammar? The purpose is very simple: to avoid the mistakes, to minimize the chances of mistakes. See, let me tell you one thing very clearly, openly. You can never get rid of all the mistakes that you make. If you speak for 30 minutes, 45 minutes, or 1 hour, 1 or 2 mistakes will be there. How many of you are able to understand? Type U. Unless or until you are a robot, then only you will be totally correct. Even Grammarly cannot identify certain mistakes. How many of you are shocked right now? If you search it on Grammarly, over there also you'll find. So mistakes are unavoidable. How many of you got it? Type GT in the chat box. If you are running towards that race, I should not make even a single mistake when it comes to grammar. I should keep all the rules in my subconscious mind. Then be ready. Make sure you make your hairs gray, turn old, 70, 80, and still be in that race. That is quite unreal. How many of you are able to understand? सीखते रहिए, कोई अंत नहीं है, सीखते रहिए. Go study, and you will never be able to speak in a better manner. But आपकी fluency नहीं आने वाली है. Fluency is not going to come. Clear? Type C in the chat box. Now, how many of you don't want it? Just type no in the chat box. You don't want it. So we need to, first of all, have the realization that we make the mistake. Is it clear? How many of you feel that earlier you were not even aware? So first of all, you need to get the realization. The second step is to minimize the mistakes. That's it. Type GT if you got it. Realize होना चाहिए कि ये गलतियां मैं कर रहा हूं और उसके chances को minimize करना. That's it. How many of you feel we have certain habits? When it's about eating, so many of you were chewing it too fast. How many of you had the habit? Jaldi se khana khana, something like that in a very quick manner. But how many of you rectified it? Type R in the chat box. You got rid of it. How and why? Because the first step is to identify what's wrong with you. And the next step is what? To minimize it. That's something that you need to keep in your mind. Now let's continue. How many of you are ready to do it now? Just type R in the chat box if you are ready to do it. Amazing. Great. Come on. Let's talk about tenses. See, if you learn a lot of rules, I can tell you that you will become a fool. As simple as that. If you learn a lot of rules, you'll just become a fool. So you need to avoid it. Let me tell you about something. That is, whenever you speak any sentence, there are three parts: starter, middler, and ender. Starter, middler, and ender when it comes to any sentence. Now, what you need to do, how you need to do, let me share it with you. Let's say, if we talk about any sentence, okay, any single sentence, we have three parts: starter, middler, and ender. To give you more idea about the same, I want to eat homemade food. I want to eat homemade food. Now tell me one thing. Over here, there are three parts. First is this, that is the starter. Then we have want to eat, that is the middler. And the third is ender, homemade food. Will you ever make mistake in the first part? Will you say, me want to eat food? Me want to eat food. Will you ever do it? No. Right? Will you ever say, instead of homemade food, see? So you need to understand one thing. If we talk about the starter of any sentence, there are 90% or 99% chances that people never make the mistake in the starter. How many of you are able to understand? If you talk about starter, you will realize there are no mistakes in the starter. If we talk about ender, ender is as per your wish. Ender is what? It's as per your wish. If I say home cooked food, if I say the food that is made at home, or if I say healthy homemade food, does it make any difference? No. I can use different angles. I can use variation. If I say homemade food, I can say home cooked food. I can say the food that is made by my mother. I can say the healthy food that is available at home. So I can use different angles. Clear? What is the major mistake? See everyone, be serious, 1000% focus. Turn on your video, sit properly. 2 hours, 1.5 hours will be the game changer. आपको पूरे टेंसेस, पूरी ग्रामर सब अच्छे से आ जाएगी. इवन सी पीपल आर ट्रैवलिंग. अभी कोई बाटा का शोरूम भी दिख रहा है. आई कैन सी द इंटायर मार्केट, बट स्टिल पीपल आर ओवर हियर. ओके, सो turn on your video. Is it clear, everyone? Just type C in the chat box. Turn on your video. And the thing is that I am seriously going to remove all the people who are without videos. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. That means you are not serious. As simple as that. Don't blame later. Even if you write to any team member, you will be removed from all the sessions. So what you need to understand is mainly we make the mistake in the middle part. How many of you feel sometimes we say, I am want to eat food. I wanted to eat food. Instead of saying I want to eat food, we say I wanted to eat food. I was wanted to eat food. Just type yes. We make such mistakes. कभी ऐसे बोल देते हैं I was wanted to eat food. I wanted to eat food. I want to eat food. I am want to eat food. How many of you agree with me? Type AG in the chat. So you need to understand, be it tenses or be it any other topic in the grammar, mainly the mistakes will be there in the middle. Type GT if you got it. So आपको कुछ नहीं करना. You just need to fix the middle. Type FM if it is clear to you. FM, come on. Fix the middle. That's what you are supposed to do. Got it? Now let's understand, what do we understand by tenses, why it's there. We'll understand each and everything. So allow me a minute to share my screen. Give me 1 second. Yes, I believe my screen is visible. What we feel is tenses is equal to tension. We always think like that. I don't know which tense to use. I don't know what to do, how to do. So how many of you have this thing in your mind? Tenses is equal to tension. No, that's not the case. What is the main issue? You have learned a lot of rules. That's why you have become a fool. And as a result, you are not able to implement. Basically, you don't have anything in your mind, but you have confusion. How many of you feel you are perplexed? बहुत ज़्यादा confusion है. You know everything. How many of you know subject, helping verb, object? You know all such things. Type yes in the chat box. Subject, helping verb, object. But the main thing is that you are not able to use it. So that's why, and I have met with a lot of people. There are so many people over here. They have quit speaking English. They have quit fluency just because they could not understand past tense. अरे tenses तो आते ही नहीं है मैम. अब मेरे से नहीं हो पाएगा. I cannot speak English in a fluent manner. How many of you are from that category? Type me in the chat box. You are from that category. You have even left everything. People are writing me. That's the case. Rules में कुछ भी नहीं है. And you don't have to even keep the names in your mind, okay? But understand the real and practical usage. To give you more idea about the same, what is sentence? Sentence is equal to some words are together, isn't it? Some words are together. Let's say if I say something like this, go, go. Is it a sentence? Tell me in the chat box. If I say go, come. Is it a sentence? Come here, come here. Yeah. Yes, it's a sentence. Those who are typing no, they don't know. सबसे छोटा sentence तो verb से ही बनता है. Come, go. Make 3 sentences. Come on, make 3 sentences right now. Make 3 sentences quickly. You have 1 minute. Let me add over here. Make 3 sentences by using 1 word quickly. So what other people are doing? So many people are doing like this. I am staying here. No, just 1 word, stay. Or 2 words, speak. Go there, speak up. Are you able to understand like this? Eat it, come here, go there, sit down, stand up. Type GT if you got it. It is also a sentence. How many of you are shocked right now? Type shocked in the chat box. This is the smallest sentence. The sentence is nothing. It simply means the words are together. But the message should be clear and the sense should be clear. Suppose I'm talking with somebody. My boss is asking, hey, Savleen, tell me, have you submitted the file? Have you submitted the reports? I'm saying, Yes, sir, I will submit the reports. Yes, sir, I will submit the reports. My boss is asking, आपने report submit कर दी है? हाँ हाँ मैं कर दूंगी. I am using the wrong tense. Listen to me carefully. Let's say my boss is asking, hey Savleen, have you submitted the reports? I'm saying, yes sir, I will submit. Yes sir, I will submit. What is happening? I'm using future tense. He would just say, have you not submitted? Yes. Yes sir, I will submit. I will submit. How many of you are able to understand? This is creating something wrong over here. I will submit. I will submit. आपसे कोई हिंदी में बार बार पूछ रहा है कि आपने रिपोर्ट सबमिट कर दी? हाँ मैं कर दूंगी. अभी तक करी नहीं. Yes, I will submit. So this is going to happen. If you use the wrong middler, how many of you got it? Type GT in the chat box. If you use the wrong middler, the message will be unclear. Got it, everyone? So why we are thinking so much about tenses? Because the message should be clear and the sense. That's the thing. Now, tenses is nothing. Tenses is equal to time, message, sentence. That's it. Why we say tense? Because time is there. That's it. एक normal sentence और tense में क्या difference है? Tense में आपका time आ जाता है. Sentence में words आ जाते हैं. And message should be clear. How many of you got it? Type GT in the chat box. Come on. Time, words, meaning should be clear. That's it. Only 3 things are over here. But we have different types. Time कैसा कैसा होता है? What sort of time is there? Present time, past time, or future time? Present time, past time, or future time? Now, Shakespeare once said, what is there in the name? And it holds quite right for tenses. What you people do is, you keep the rules in your mind. Simple present tense, subject, helping verb, main verb, object, this, that. How many of you have done it? Type yes in the chat box. No. You just have to keep the middlers in your mind, okay? Main problem is the king and queen of grammar. जहाँ पे हम face करते हैं difficulty, that is the middler. Is it clear, everyone? So just we need to focus on the middler. Now I will be giving you more idea about the same. So I just need a minute for that. Give me 1 second. Yeah. Let me tell you about everything. See. Now, if you have to say anything, beat anything, let's talk about something. All the tenses is all about action, mainly about action. What am I doing? Tell me. What am I doing? What is this? Type in the chat box. What is this? What is this? What is this? Type in the chat box. Quickly. Yeah, I'm snapping my fingers, okay? I'm snapping my fingers. What is this? I'm gonna do something. So what do we say makhana in English? Does anyone know makhana in English? Quickly. Type in the chat box. Makhana in English. Lotus seeds. Not corn pop. Somebody has written corn pop. Popcorn, corn pop. No. We can say lotus seeds or we can say foxnut. Okay. We can say foxnut or lotus seed. Let me mention it over here. You can say foxnut or lotus seeds. Got it? Now listen to me carefully. I am eating. If I talk about past, I will say I was eating. If I want to say मैंने अभी खाया, I ate. I've eaten. Rules are easy, but the main thing is that you get stuck because you focus on the tense name rule. How many of you feel you have never used it? Type NU in the chat box. कभी समझ नहीं आ पाया use कैसे करना है? You have focused on name rule. You made the sentences. That was a blunder. How many of you are able to understand? Type U in the chat. That was a blunder. Now tell me one thing. Will anyone ask you? Sunil, tell me, in present perfect tense, which rule do we use? Tell me, what is the structure? No. People want you to speak. That is the only purpose, okay? Let me again share my screen. People want you to speak. How many of you are able to understand? Just type yes in the chat box. लोग चाहते हैं just you speak. That's it. People don't want anything else. Let me tell you more about tense. See, there are three cases: present, past, and future. Is it clear? Present, past, and future. And we will start with past tense. Got it, everyone? We will start with past tense. Now, there are two cases. I call it TNT technique. अगर आपने कुछ भी काम कर लिया है, वो हो चुका है, that is past. अभी मैंने मखाने खाए. How will I say this in English? Type in the chat box. मैंने अभी मखाने खाए. I'm giving you 1 minute. Quick. After observing each one of you, we got certain answers, okay? About this particular thing कि मैंने अभी मखाने खाए. So many people thought I eat lotus seeds. So many people thought I ate lotus seeds. So many people thought I had lotus seeds. I've eaten lotus seeds. I am having lotus seeds. So I was talking about starter, middler, and ender. Did anyone make mistake in starter? Just type no. Did anyone make mistake in the ender? Come on, everyone. How many of you feel that there is a variation only in the middler? Now, are you able to realize? Just type yes in the chat box. Sentences is nothing, or tenses also is nothing. Why? Because sentence is equal to combination of words, starter, middler, ender. We need to fix the middler. And when it's about tenses, we just need to keep the time factor in our mind. That's it. So now you need to understand which middler is right, which is wrong, and why. That area we need to fix. Got it, everyone? Just type GT in the chat. So over here, if you say I eat lotus seed, it means आपको मतलब समझना पड़ेगा. इसका मतलब आप खाते रहते हो. You eat it maybe daily, once in a while, or whatever the case is. And see, everyone, don't give pressure to your mind. So many people are writing just should come in the first place, or it should come over here. No, you don't have to worry about that. Is it clear? If I say I just had lotus seeds, I had lotus seeds just now, will it make any difference? Come on, everyone. So if you think, what is the main issue? आप इतनी छोटी चीज के बारे में इतना बड़ा सोचते हो. You make a mountain out of a molehill. That means राई का पहाड़ बना देते हैं. How many of you agree with me? We have the habit of making mountain out of a molehill. If you say I eat lotus seed, that means आप daily खाते हो. आप बार-बार खाते रहते हो इसको. Got it, everyone? Type GT in the chat box. So when you use the first form, eat, that means it happens again and again. How many of you got it? Type GT in the chat. अगर आपके सर पूछ रहे हैं, tell me, where do you go to have fun with your family? Where do you go for vacations? Actually, we go to Himachal Pradesh. Listen to me carefully. We go to Himachal Pradesh. That means हम जाते रहते हैं. We go over there. Got it? Come on, do like this. If you use the word eat, that means आप खाते रहते हो मखाने. आप खाते रहते हो. It's your habit. But if you say I ate lotus seed, that means one time. आपने बस एक ही बार खाया, आप बार-बार नहीं खाते. One time in the past. Type GT if you got it. One time in the past. It means again and again. It's your habit. We can say it's your habit. If you say I had lotus seed, how many of you feel it's incorrect? Type I in the chat box. You feel it's incorrect. Had kahan se aa gaya? Had we use in past perfect tense. Again, you need to clear whatever junk is there over here. Of course, had is also correct. Okay. How many of you have seen people speaking? Okay, so tell me, have you had anything? Have you had anything? What will you have? We say, hey, what will you have in lunch? How many of you have seen people say like this? To give you example about the same, how many of you have seen people say like this? What will you have in lunch? What will you have in lunch? Or people say like this. Let me just write over here. Have you had anything? Come on, everyone. Just type yes if you have seen people saying like this. So don't follow that translation method. क्या had का मतलब ये है था, okay. मखाना एक था, no. What will you have in lunch? Have means eat. Have means eat. How many of you got it? Type GT in the chat. Have means khana. When you go to restaurant, how many of you say, okay, so I'll have a virgin mojito. I'll have a virgin mojito. Okay, let me choose something. I'll just have a bowl of makhanas. I'll just have a bowl of makhanas. So I'll have. Have means मैं खाऊंगी. Clear? How many of you say this to other people? Hey, what will you have? What will you have? Type GT if you got it. So if you say, I had lotus seeds, that means you ate it. You ate it. So ate ka naya word hai, had. That's it. How many of you feel it's clear now? Just type C in the chat box. Don't go in that game. Okay, tenses, had to past perfect में use होता है. यहाँ पे कैसे आ जाए? Main thing is you understand and implement. Type UI in the chat box. You understand, you implement. That's it. Let's continue. So many people have written, I have eaten lotus seeds. That is absolutely correct. There is no harm, okay? So वो भी ठीक है अगर आपने बोल दिया I have eaten lotus seeds. Correct? This is also correct. But so many people were like, I am having lotus seeds. That means मैंने खाए नहीं, मैं अभी भी खा रही हूँ. Whenever there is ing, that means अभी चल रहा है. Quickly? Is it clear? Quickly. Just tell me. If I say, I'm quickly going over there. I'm quickly going over there. So going means मैं जा रही हूँ अभी भी. I'm having lotus seeds. Am I having it right now? क्या अभी मैं खा रही हूँ? No. So if you use ing, that means हो रहा है अभी. It's going on. Sir, just give me 2 minutes. I'm just having a call. I'm having a call. I'm having a discussion. I'm having a discussion. I'm having a meeting. Going on. How many of you got it? Type GT in the chat. चल रहा है. जब भी ing आएगा चल रहा है. अगर पास्ट में आपने कर दिया I was having मखानस, चल रहा था. फ्यूचर में हो गया I'll be having मखानस, खा रहे होगे. But that means action ऐसे नहीं हुआ खत्म. No. I said I ate मखानस. I've eaten मखानस. Okay. Start किया, खाया, खत्म. I'm having मखानस, अभी भी खा रही. Got it everyone? Type GT in the chat box. Now, you have understood clearly. अब हमने कोई टेंस का नाम लिया. Did I tell you anything about the name of any tense? Did I tell you anything about rules? Type no in the chat box. No rule, no names. But how many of you are ready to use it? Type ready in the chat box. When it's about implementing usage, you can do it. So I'm going to share a TNT technique. Okay, it's a very special technique. So let me tell you about it. What is this TNT technique all about? Over here, you need to understand, जब भी past की बात आती है, we make a lot of mistakes. So you don't have to make any mistake. You need to keep two things in your mind. T means time. NT means no time. Is it clear? T means time. NT means no time. So अगर time आएगा, तो आपका have वो नहीं आएगा. Is it clear, everyone? Listen to me carefully. We always get confused in three things. Let's say आप अपने किसी employee को बोल रहे हैं, boss को बोल रहे हैं, anywhere. Okay, let me tell you about this TNT technique. Let's say you are saying to anyone that मेरा सारा काम हो गया. I have done all the work. This is the first case. You can say I did all the work. This is the second case. Or you can say I had done all the work. तीन ही तरीके हैं पास्ट में बताने के अगर कोई काम हो गया. I've done all the work. I did all the work. I've done all the work. Do you have any other way in your mind? So tell me quickly. Or type no. There is no other way. काम हो गया. There is no other way. Only we have these three ways. There is no other way. But over here, again, clearly see. I hope it's visible to you. Starter is same. Ender is same. If you say, I had done all the work, I have done the entire work. Tell me. Instead of saying all the work, what if you say, let me tell you about different enders. Quickly type in the chat box. The entire work. All the pending work. I have done 1 minute. Everything that was assigned to me. Tell me, is there any difference? Type no in the chat. So the ender is about your creativity. Clear, everyone? Your wish and your creativity. How many of you are able to understand? So ender, you can use any. That's up to you. Now see, if you speak generally, हम generally यही use करेंगे. Is it clear? A big yes. I've done all the work. I have participated in various activities. I've taught my students. I've made the PPT. Generally, we speak like this, but the condition is यहाँ पे time नहीं होना चाहिए. Time shouldn't be there. What if I say like this? I've done all the work yesterday. I've done all the work yesterday. I've done all the work day before yesterday. I've done all the work 2 minutes ago. Tell me, is it correct then? 2 minutes ago, 2 hours ago, when you called me. अगर ऐसे बड़े-बड़े sentences भी होंगे. I've done all the work when you called me. When you called me. Is it correct? No, it's incorrect. Got it, everyone? Type GT in the chat box. It's incorrect. You cannot use anything with it. Yesterday, 2 minutes ago, 2 hours ago, when you called me, nothing. I did all the work. Yesterday, I did all the work 2 minutes ago. I did all the work when you called me. Then it is correct. Or even if there is nothing, even if I remove it, then also it's correct. I did all the work. यहाँ पे time होगा, time is there. Yes, time is not there. Then also there is no need to worry. How many of you got it? Type GT in the chat box. So that's the thing. जब आप have use करोगे तो time नहीं आएगा, because have and time are like enemies. How many of you got it? Come on. How many of you got it? Have and time are like enemies. So you cannot use it together. That's it. And the thing is that if we talk about the other elements, yes, you can use it. I did all the work. I participated in that activity. I called my boss. I had a word with my subordinate. I had a word with my subordinate 2 minutes ago. I had a word with my subordinate 10 minutes ago. Yes, you can use it. Clear, everyone? Type C in the chat box. Quickly, everyone. That you can easily use. Let's talk further and discuss more things over here. I had done all the work. First of all, when it comes to daily conversation, just say a bye-bye to had. Because had आपका बहुत कम use होने वाला. I'm not talking about I had pizza. No, I'm talking about had plus action. जब दो चीजें साथ में होती है. I had done, I had participated, I had eaten. बहुत कम use होने वाला. Because ये past का भी past है. Type PP in the chat box if you are able to understand. This is past का past. जो तब यूज होता है जब आप 10 साल पहले की बात करते हैं, 15 साल पहले की. And nowadays we all live in present, isn't it? How many of you live in present? Type LIP. So this you will use if you talk about remote past. Past का भी past. मैंने अपने graduation में कुछ पढ़ा तो था. I started something like this in my graduation. Talking about my graduation days. मैंने स्कूल में 5th स्टैंडर्ड में 2000 ईयर में कुछ सुना था इसके बारे में. I'd heard something about it in the year 2000 in my school. How many of you are able to understand? So अगर आप 5 साल पहले 10 साल पहले की बातें कर रहे हैं तभी had आने वाला है, नहीं तो नहीं आने वाला. Got it? Type GT in the chat. Then only had will come. Otherwise it is not going to come. Otherwise, it is not going to come. So if you talk about this had part, it is going to come PP. Past ka bhi past, okay? Past ka past, or you can say remote past, 2013, 10 years ago, something like that. But जब दो past के tense साथ में होते हैं तब ये use होता है. Okay, there is an exception. How? Let me tell you. There are two actions. Two actions. Come on, everyone. Two actions. Two actions. One is related to other. For instance, let me speak in Hindi, okay? जब तक मेरी फ्रेंड का कॉल और जब तक मेरे मम्मी पापा घर पे आए, मैं पार्टी के लिए निकल चुका था. How many of you feel it happens? Let's say you ordered something, okay? You spent a lot of money and there was a gift that came at your home, or a surprise. And जब तक आप घर में पहुंचते हैं बाहर से, आपके घर वाले उसको खोल के देख लेते हैं, अरे क्या है गिफ्ट के अंदर. How many of you have faced this situation? Type yes in the chat box. Or let's say you went to washroom and somebody came with order, noodles, something like that, and somebody already ate at your home. Type yes in the chat box. You went outside, it was over. So in such cases, we will use had, not in the past ka past, not in remote past. For instance, जब तक मैं घर पहुंची तब तक सारे घर से निकल चुके थे. Okay, so if I say जब तक, let me just speak, yeah, जब तक मैं घर पहुंची तब तक सारे निकल चुके थे. जब तक मैं घर पहुंची तब तक सारे निकल चुके थे. So I'll say there are two things, okay, two actions. Now tell me, आप पहले घर पे पहुंचे या पहले घर वाले निकल गए? Let's break it down, okay? One action is आप घर, home, reach किए. Second action is लोग घर से चले गए, okay? People went outside. How many of you are able to understand? These are two actions, but you have to tell me which one happened first. आप पहले घर पे पहुंचे या पहले सारे घर से निकल गए? One or two, tell me. कौन सा action पहले हुआ past में? Which one happened first? Type one or two in the chat box. Let me see. Quickly. Second, obviously, because जब तक आप पहुंचे वो घर पे थे नहीं. So जो पहले हुआ होगा उसमें आपका had आ जाएगा और दूसरे वाले में कुछ भी नहीं आएगा. Simple. Second form. To tell you how you need to make the sentence. When I reached home, people had already gone outside. When I reached home, people, or you can say my family members, had already gone outside. How many of you are able to understand this sentence? This is super advanced, but still how many of you can understand? Type you in the chat box quickly. You in the chat box. So let's break it down. Sometimes we say जब तक like patient hospital में आया तब तक उससे पहले ही वो मर चुके थे, जब तक डॉक्टर ने ऑपरेट नहीं किया. How many of you feel it's quite natural? And I can give you so many examples. So now try to make in the chat. जब तक patient hospital में पहुंचे उससे पहले ही he just died. Okay, so quickly try to make. I'll see. Give me 1 second. Yeah, I'm giving you 1 minute. Quickly. Let me repeat the sentence. जब तक patient hospital में पहुंचे उससे पहले ही वो मर चुके थे. Okay, so one is he died or he had died. Reached, quickly. Yes, everyone, I again would like to say to all the people, those who have been over here, this session is really special. It is about tenses, something that you cannot learn anywhere in 3 months or 6 months. We will do that within 2 hours, okay? किसको लग रहा है? It's quite normal. Even when I joined so many institutes to learn tenses, I wasted 3 months. But you will get that in less than 3 hours. Also, you will not get any recording. So pay attention over here, okay? See, there are 2 actions. I'm telling you again. There are 2 actions. Clear? What are these 2 actions? Patient died. And the second action is the patient reached the hospital, right? The patient reached the hospital. Now tell me which one happened first? Which one happened first? He died or he reached the hospital? 1 or 2? Quickly. This is 1. This is 2. Tell me. Of course. 1 or 2. So many people are writing 2. पहले वो पहुंचे या पहले वो मर गए? Tell me. पहले patient पहुंचे या पहले मर गए? Quickly, everyone. Those who are writing पहले पहुंचे, then why are we saying? Yes, he died. So of course, जो पहले हो गया वहां पे तो had आएगा. Patient had died when the patient reached the hospital. So you can say something like this. When the patient reached the hospital, he had already died. When the patient reached the hospital, he had already died. Clear, everyone? Just type C in the chat box. That's the case. Got it? Come on, everyone. Any doubt? So that is all about main thing. That is about the past tense. How many of you are able to understand? So basically, TNT technique. What's TNT technique? अगर आपका time आएगा, yes, time is coming, time आ रहा है, तो आपका क्या होगा? Have नहीं आएगा. Now over here you will see time नहीं आ रहा. I've done the work. Yes, I've given the task. Great. यहाँ पे क्या हो रहा है आपका? Time आ भी सकता, नहीं भी आ सकता. Basically, अगर आपका यहाँ पे टाइम नहीं आ रहा या आ भी रहा है, even if time is coming, you can use this. Otherwise, I have told you about had. Generally use नहीं होता these type of sentences. We don't speak in our daily conversation, but still you must have idea about the same. Clear, everyone? And how many of you didn't even realize that we have covered 4 tenses? 4 tenses ho chuke hain. How many of you didn't even realize? Type no or wow in the chat box. If you didn't even realize, we have studied 4 tenses and there are 11 only. No, 12 sentences or tenses are not there. 12th one, future perfect continuous, आज तक use ही नहीं हुआ है. किसी ने कभी किया ही नहीं. We'd never use it in our conversation. How many of you have still studied it? We never use it in our conversation. Future perfect continuous is never used and will never be used. Let's talk about more tenses now. Also, everyone, you need to understand, if you talk about simple, first of all, we are talking about simple, generic, that happens. Now, I'm going to give you some questions to only those people who make sure that their video is on throughout, okay? Not to those people who sometimes make it on or sometimes it's off. So I'll be speaking in Hindi. मैंने बॉस को सब कुछ बता दिया है. मैंने बॉस को सब कुछ बता दिया. Yes, उमेश. मैंने बॉस को सब कुछ बता दिया है.
I have told everything to my
You're
boss.
not audible. Speak up. Others can type in the chat box quickly. मैंने बॉस को सब कुछ बता दिया है. Now try to speak. Yeah, try to speak.
Hello, I'm audible?
Yeah, now it's audible.
I have told everything to my boss.
Yes, everyone. Time था यहाँ पे? Time था? No. कब बताया बॉस को? Was time there? Umesh, time was there?
Hello, I'm audible?
Yes, you are audible. Am I audible?
Yes, right now.
Okay, time था यहाँ पे everyone. बॉस को कब बताया? क्या कुछ time था? 2 hours ago, 2 minutes ago, yesterday, day before yesterday. No, time was not that. So that's why we used have. Got it? Come on, everyone. Type yes. That's the case. Okay. So that's why it's correct. Next one is make sure that your videos are on. Lakshman. कल मैंने शाही पनीर खाया. कल मैंने शाही पनीर खाया. Quickly.
Yesterday I ate Shahi Paneer.
Yesterday I ate Shahi Paneer. What if I say, Lakshman, yesterday I had Shahi Paneer? Is it correct?
It's not correct because time time is there.
No, we can just use the word had because had is ate only. I had Shahi Paneer. I'm not saying I had eaten Shahi Paneer. I'm not saying two things.
Okay.
Time is with have, not had. Okay, everyone? Time is with have, not had. Clear? Great. So time is with have. Had, don't think about time. Had वो होता है जो बहुत पहले use होता है. And when you say single had, let's say I had Shahi Paneer, I had a word with him, that means you talked with him. Got it, everyone? Type GT in the chat box. Okay, let me ask one more participant. So, TNT technique, we have taken that into consideration, time without time. Let me just ask one more sentence. Okay. So, Pramod, do you understand Hindi?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. 10 साल पहले मैं शिमला गया था. 10 साल पहले मैं शिमला गया था. Yes.
I had visited Simla 10 years ago.
Great. I had visited Shimla 10 years ago. Why did he just say I had visited? Because 10 years ago, 10 साल पहले की बात है. Type GT if you got it. Come on, everyone. GT if you got it complete. So that is time, without time, and then remote past. Last one is there. जब तक मैंने अपने फ्रेंड को कॉल किया, उससे पहले ही वो मनाली के लिए निकल चुका था. जब तक मैंने अपने फ्रेंड को कॉल किया, उससे पहले ही वो मनाली के लिए निकल चुका था. सो दिस इज फॉर एवरीवन. ओके, आई एम गिविंग यू 1 minute. Type in the chat box. So your friend didn't even call you, he didn't even ask you, but he was there in Manali. So quickly. Okay, so let me tell you, there are 2 sentences over here. Okay, आपने अपने फ्रेंड को कॉल किया, you called your friend or you had called your friend and your friend went to Manali or your friend had gone to Manali. So पहले क्या हुआ? पहले आपका फ्रेंड मनाली गया या आपने कॉल किया? Types call if you called first or gone to Manali. पहले वो मनाली चला गया, पहले आपने कॉल किया? जब आपने कॉल किया वो मनाली जा चुका था, पहले चला गया था मनाली. टेल मी, थिंक लॉजिकली. पहले आपने कॉल किया. सी, दिस इज नॉट ग्रामर, दिस इज बेसिक लॉजिक. आई एम टेलिंग यू अगेन, डोंट थिंक ओ आई डोंट नो ग्रामर. दिस इज लॉजिक, बेसिक लॉजिक. आपने पहले फ्रेंड को कॉल किया या पहले वो मनाली चला गया था? आई एम सेइंग जब तक मैंने कॉल किया उससे पहले वो मनाली चला गया था. दिस इज नॉट इंग्लिश, दिस इज नॉट ग्रामर, लॉजिक. पहले मनाली गया, पहले आपने कॉल किया. क्विकली, ऑफ कोर्स पहले मनाली चला गया, राइट? तो पहले मनाली चला गया, उसमें हैड आ जाए. माय फ्रेंड हैड गॉन टू मनाली. आप जो वो है कि जब आपने कॉल किया वो आप स्टार्टिंग में लगा सकते हैं. व्हेन आई कॉल्ड माय फ्रेंड ही हैड गॉन टू मनाली. माय फ्रेंड हैड गॉन टू मनाली व्हेन आई कॉल्ड हिम. हाउ मेनी ऑफ यू गॉट इट? टाइप जीटी इन द चैट बॉक्स. When I called my friend, he had gone to Manali. My friend had gone to Manali when I called him. Just type simple. If you feel it's simple, it's easy. Come on, everyone. Just type simple. Okay. Now you need to understand different things are there. Okay. Is it clear? So let's talk further. Now you need to keep certain things in your mind. That is the middler, main part. Okay. So you need to understand what to use and what to avoid. To give you more idea about the same, let me tell you over here. Is it clear? See, let's talk about something. If we talk about verbs, that is the middler part, they also have a family. So either they have helping family or the main family. Listen to me carefully. Let's talk about any movie. Okay? Let me tell you clearly. If we talk about verbs, there are 2 types of verbs. Helping, supporting, and the second type is main. Is it clear? One is helping verb, supporting verb, and one is main verb. Now, listen to me again. If we talk about any sentence, tell me अगर किसी movie में there are 3 cases, okay? या तो main hero भी है, main hero, supporting hero भी है. अगर किसी मूवी में मेन हीरो है और किसी मूवी में सिर्फ सपोर्टिंग हीरो है, which one is not going to work? See, this is well and good. अगर मेन हीरो भी है, सपोर्टिंग हीरो भी है, अमेजिंग. ओके, दिस इज अ गुड कॉम्बिनेशन. अगर कभी कभी ठीक है सपोर्टिंग हीरो नहीं भी है, हाउ मेनी ऑफ यू फील इट विल स्टिल वर्क? मेन हीरो तो है, जस्ट टाइप यस इन द चैट बॉक्स. इफ नॉट गुड, दिस इज एवरेज कॉम्बिनेशन, इट विल वर्क. बट अगर मेन हीरो ही नहीं है, सिर्फ सपोर्टिंग हीरो है, विल मूवी वर्क? ओनली सपोर्टिंग हीरो, विल इट वर्क? नो, इट विल नॉट वर्क. सिमिलरली इन केस ऑफ वर्ब्स, आपकी वर्ब्स क्या है? कुछ मेन होती है, कुछ सपोर्टिंग. टू गिव यू मोर आइडिया अबाउट द सेम, आई विल टेल यू ओवर हियर. सो वन इज हेल्पिंग वर्ब, सपोर्टिंग वर्ब, और आपकी मेन वर्ब होती है. नाउ व्हाट आर हेल्पिंग वर्ब? लेट मी टेल यू. So if I tell you about helping verb, आपकी helping verb कुछ भी नहीं, but ऐसे होती है. You must have seen has, have, had, will, all these things. Let me just open it. Give me 1 minute. I'll try to open a PPT. Okay, so let me continue. I hope you are able to see my screen now. So the thing is that if we talk about supporting verb, we have all these verbs. Is, am, are, was, were, do, does, has, have, had, do, does, did, and will. That's it. That's it. Is it clear? इसके अलावा कोई भी नहीं होती. Apart from this, there are no other supporting verb. We can say is, am, are, was, were, do, does, did, has, have, had. That's it. That's it. Or some more. Okay, some more. That's it. But if we talk about main verb, there is no ending. V1, V2, V3, has, have, had. We say go, went, gone, play, played, played, shout, shouted, shouted. How many of you are able to understand? So helping verb तो आपकी limited होती है. Is, am, are, was, were, do, does, did, has, have, had, will. That's it. Shall. But if we talk about main verb, there is no ending. Type GD if you are able to understand. If you are with me, there is no ending. It will go on and on. So you need to understand if you have to make any sentences, yes, main verb should be there. But the best part is your helping verb can also become main verb. Is it clear? See, we have some families, okay? One is D family. What is D family? Do, does, and did. अब आपको इसके बाद हमेशा V1 ही use करना पड़ेगा. Is it clear? So many people say like that, ma'am, I did not knew about it. Ma'am, I did not knew about it. How many of you have spoken like that? Type me. I did not knew about it. I did not went to market. I did not helped him. Why it's incorrect? Because D family के साथ V1 ही आता. That's it. D family has V1. That you need to understand, okay? If certain family is there, we have to use that. 2 के बाद हमेशा V1 आता है 99% cases में, okay? Will और would के बाद V1 आता है. V2 only in one case. Only in one case, that is simple past. Do you know what is V1, V2, V3? Type no if anyone doesn't know. V1, V2, V3. I'll tell you what is V1, V2, V3. These are verbs only. That is never ending. See, this is V1, V2, V3. Let me just show it to you. If anyone doesn't know, again, I'm going to show it to you. Can you see this? This is V1, V2, V3. Smell, smelled, smelled. This is that. Okay. Knock, knocked, knocked. Are you able to understand? This is V1, V2, V3. Admire, admired, admired. Admit, admitted, admitted. Advise, advised, advised. Okay. So, kabhi bhi aap D family use karenge, only V1 is going to come. That's it. That's it. Okay. Try to understand everything because it is so easy, but we waste our time, a lot of time. It is easy. Try to keep it in your mind. That is your V1. Is it clear? Let me just write again. Yeah. This is your V1. That is D family. 2 will, would. V2 only in one case. Simple past. That we discussed. No time and time case. V3 is there after H family. Has, have, had. And in continuous, we always use V1 plus ing. Clear, everyone? Now you will see in a very clear manner. You can make sentences, tenses easily without any rules. Let me tell you how. In any continuous tense, you have to use ing. Is it clear, everyone? Ing. For instance, I'll do some actions and you have to type in the chat box. Okay, I'll take some students. So raise your hand if you are here. Let me just give you some chance, okay? Yeah, Sunil, so I'm doing something. Just tell me, what am I doing?
Clapping.
Make the sentence. What am I doing?
You are clapping.
Make the full sentence. Sunil, what am I doing?
Now you are clapping.
I'm clapping what? I'm clapping my hands, okay? Even if you say you are clapping, it's correct. I'm clapping. So let me ask somebody else. Now, I'm doing this action, but you have to speak in past, okay? Listen to me carefully. If I say like this is present, okay? This is present, got it? This is past, and this is future. How many of you got it? So you have to speak as per my action. Is it clear? If I do like this, present, past, future. Present, past, future. Got it? Okay. I would like one participant to do some action. Raise your hand if you want to do the action quickly. Okay, so we have Naveen. You are on mute mode. You just have to do the actions quickly. Do the action. Come on. Some action, some action. Do something. Okay. This, right? You are doing this. And it is this. Who will speak? So future and this. Bhagarvi. Bhargavi, yes. Come on. What is happening?
It's
Naveen, you can take the name.
Future.
Okay, Naveen. Come on.
Naveen. Future.
You don't have to say Naveen future. You have to make the sentence quickly. This is the action. Make the sentence. How will you say in future?
I don't know exactly what we call this
Okay,
sound.
I'll
but
give you one
yeah.
idea. So this
Okay.
is future. You know this is future.
Yes,
Naveen
future.
is doing this. Yes, Naveen,
Yeah.
you can speak. Yes.
I.
Okay, he's not able to speak. So you will make the sentence in future. For instance, Naveen will be snapping his fingers. Naveen will be snapping his fingers. How many of
Naveen
you
will
are able
be
to understand? Just stay muted. Naveen, you too, stay muted. How many of you are able to understand? So that's the game. We'll be playing it for 10 minutes. If I do like this future, if I do like this present, if I do like this past, and whatever the action is there, you have to speak it. For instance, let me, okay, just I'm getting some messages. Yeah, Naveen will be snapping his finger. That's it. To give you more idea about the same, suppose I'm doing like this, okay? I'm just touching my face. And if I say past, I was touching my face. I was touching my face. How many of you got it? Type GD in the chat box, okay? So we'll have one person for action. Anyone up for action? Come on. The action taker will do the action. Anyone with the action? Come on, come on. Okay, Darshna, you are on mute mode. You'll do some actions, okay? Quickly. Do some action. No present, past, future. Action, action. Do some action. Every time we cannot just snap or clap. Okay, I'll try to do some action, okay? What am I doing? Type in the chat box. Quickly, everyone. What am I doing with my eyes? Come on, come on. What am I doing with my eyes? Blink, not wink. Wink means with one eye. This is wink. And this is blink. So, blink is the word. And, okay, got it? Who will speak? Let's say. No wink, it's blink. Tameshwari, make the sentence. Make the sentence. Future. Future. Click on the mic. Future.
You will be blinking your eyes.
You'll be blinking your eyes. Let's clap for her. Come on. That's right. You'll be blinking your eyes. Okay, got it, everyone? You'll be blinking your eyes. 5 more actions, 5 more actions. So the next one is, okay, so we have got Dinesh. Yes, Dinesh. How will you say? Come on. I'll do it again.
You were drinking water.
Speak up.
You were drinking water, ma'am.
Past.
Past.
Don't
was-
think so much. Yeah.
You was drinking water.
You were, okay? With you, we use were. That's it. You were drinking water. How many of you got it? So let's talk about continuous tense, okay? It can be any continuous tense. Now listen to me carefully. One thing is fixed for sure without rules, okay? Let's try to understand it without any rules. One thing is for sure, that is, we have to use ing. Is it clear? We have to use ing, beat anything. Suppose I am saying that I'm rubbing my eyes, okay? I'm rubbing my eyes. This is present. I'm rubbing my eyes. What if I say yesterday, okay? Kal hua ye. I was rubbing my eyes. I was rubbing my eyes, okay? And if I say future, I'll be rubbing my eyes. I'll be rubbing my eyes. How many of you feel it's easy? Everything is same. What is the difference? If it is present, we are using is-am-are. That's it. If it is past, what we are doing? We are using was-were. If it is future, don't forget to use will be. Will be. I'll be rubbing my eyes. I'll be rubbing my eyes. Okay. So, I'll unmute you and you have to tell me one thing you will be doing tomorrow. कल एक ऐसी चीज है जो आप करने ही वाले हो, आप कर रहे होगे दोपहर को 2 बजे. Tomorrow in the afternoon, okay? Is it clear, everyone? Just do like this. Okay, Jitendra ji, tell me what will you be doing tomorrow in the afternoon? What will you be doing? Speak up. You are on mute mode. I'm trying to understand your lip sync. That is happening at the moment. That is happening at the moment. How many of you
Now I
can?
am audible.
Yes, come on. Tomorrow in the afternoon, what you'll be doing? Now try to speak. Now you are unmuted.
I will be having my lunch in the office.
I'll be having my lunch in the office. Okay. So let me give chance to more people. Yeah, Nisha, what you'll be doing at 9 p.m. tomorrow? What you'll be doing at 9 p.m. tomorrow?
I will be doing my office work at 9 p.m. tomorrow.
I'll be doing my office work. How many of you are able to understand this continuous tense is easy? Just have to use ing, that's it. Present is am-are, past was were, that's it. Type GT if you got it. Don't have to worry about that. But try to understand if we use continuous tense in future, always you will feel time is there. Is it clear? Kal 3 baje kya kar rahe hoge? Okay, I'll be having a meeting at 3. That's it. What is the mistake? We say, I will having a meeting. We forget to use the word be. How many of you are able to understand now? That is the mistake. We forget to use the word be. Type GT if you got it. Come on, everyone. If it is clear to you. That's the thing. Let's continue further. So if it is about any continuous tense, you have to use ing. Clear, everyone? If it is about any perfect tense, we have to use third form. That's it. Acha, काम कर लिया, काम हो गया. Let's say if you're saying to somebody, मैंने खाना खा लिया. I have eaten food. मैंने खाना खा लिया था. I had eaten food. मैं खाना खा लिया होगा. मैंने कल 2 बजे तक तो खाना खा लिया होगा. I will have eaten food. How many of you are able to understand? I'm telling you about the verbs usage. It's same. Perfect सब में third ही होती है. You don't have to keep the rules for every tense differently. No, you don't have to do it. If we talk about simple tense, it is V1 only. That's it. But past में सिर्फ V2 होगा. That's it. अगर आप present tense की बात करेंगे तो ये सारे verbs आएंगे. Do, does, is, am, are, has, have. Past की आप बात करेंगे did, was, were, had. If you talk about future, it will be will, shall, and would. Is it clear? This is important to understand. Sometimes we make certain mistakes. So that's the thing. If you talk about present, you will use do, does, is, am, are, has, have. If you talk about past, I did, was, were, yeah, had. That's it. Type GT if you are able to understand. Quickly. GT if you are able to understand. Great. So also let me tell you, if you talk about simple tense, so you don't have to understand the name, but still, अगर simple tense होता है, do does का मतलब है present, did का मतलब है past, will का मतलब है future, and V1 आता है. That's it. Continuous की बात करें, is am are का मतलब present, was were का मतलब past होता है, and will be का मतलब future, ing आता है सबके साथ. Perfect tense की बात करें, has have means present, had means past, and future में सबके साथ will have आता है with third form. If we talk about present perfect continuous, ing आता है सबके साथ V1 ing, has have means present, had been means past. Type GT if you are able to understand. Let me give you a demo, okay? Suppose we'll take one action, and that is I clap. Is it clear? I clap. Now suppose I want to say, मैं daily clap करती हूँ. How will I say? Type in the chat box. मैं daily clap करती हूँ. Quickly. I'm just connecting the charger. Now the thing is that no one will make mistake over here. I or clap will be clap only. So many people are writing, I will be clapping. Why are we writing I will be clapping? I'm saying आप रोज करते हो, आप बार बार करते हो. So you just will speak clap only, or you'll write clap only. Clear everyone? Type C in the chat box. Why will you say I will be clapping? Because बार बार होता है. It happens again and again. I have been clapping every day. This is incorrect. And major mistake is I am clap. Ma'am, I am go to market. I am do this. No, it's a common mistake. सबसे बड़ी tenses में what is the common mistake? Let me tell you over here. Major mistake. I've written it over here. Yeah. I am play. I am clap. He is think. Wait. या तो is am आएगा या आपका action आएगा. That's it. You cannot say I am clap. That means मैं clap whom? How many of you are able to understand? This is quite humorous. मैं clap who? That's the meaning. That's the meaning. Type S if you are shocked. I am clap. No, I clap. I clap. Clear everyone? Type yes in the chat. This is a common mistake. If we talk about present, we do like this. I'm clap. I am agree with you. Sir, I am there. This is correct. I am there because there is no action. या तो action आएगा या फिर आपका is am आना. Let's continue. Suppose I wanna say, कल मैंने clap किया था because उनका performance बहुत amazing था. Yes, कल मैंने clap किया था क्योंकि उनका performance बहुत amazing था. How will you write? Type in the chat. कल आपने clap किया. कल चाय मारे. कल आपने clap किया because उनका performance बहुत amazing था. Quickly, everyone, type in the chat. Quickly. कल आपने clap किया because performance बहुत amazing था. See everyone, it is clapped. We say clapped, but pronunciation different है. So Tameshwari, it is ED only. CLAPPED. The pronunciation is different. It doesn't mean that spellings would be the same. Now see everyone. आप बोल रहे हैं आपने कल किया. So it should be I clapped, not I was clapped. I was clapped means आपको clap किया गया. You were there like a sandwich between both the hands and people clapped you. That's the meaning. I was clapped. Sometimes people say, actually, I was slapped. Just imagine. I slapped my son. I was slapped. मुझे थप्पड़ मारा गया. Are you able to understand? Meaning would be different if you say like that. Of course, it should be I clapped. Even if you say I have clapped, you know, वो गलत क्यों होगा? क्योंकि yesterday आ रहा है, time आ रहा है. As per TNT technique, I have clapped yesterday. You cannot use yesterday over here. If you say I had clapped, what? I had clapped. Again, बहुत पुरानी तो कोई बात कर नहीं रहे हैं या दो sentences तो साथ में आ नहीं रहे हैं जो आप had use करोगे. How many of you are able to understand? Type yes in the chat. Suppose you will say, कल मैं clap करूंगा जब मैं अपनी बेटी के ऑडिटोरियम में जाऊंगा. कल मैं clap करूंगा जब अपनी बेटी के ऑडिटोरियम में जाऊंगा. Come on everyone. You have 1 minute. Quickly. Again, in the past tense that we discussed, some common mistakes are I was clapped. So you don't have to make such mistakes. Okay, I was clapped. He had clapped. You have to follow this and TNT technique. Is it clear? Now quickly tell me, कल मैं clap करूंगा जब अपनी बेटी के ऑडिटोरियम में जाऊंगा. How will you make this in English? See, now some people are making such mistakes. I will do clap. Okay, let me see who has written. See, I will be clapping. Tell me one thing. Did I say मैं clap ही कर रहा हूँगा? मैं clap करूँगा. Did I say कि मैं clap करता जा रहा हूँगा? No, मैं clap करूँगा. So it should be I will clap. That's it. Somebody has written I will do clap. Okay, I will do clap. Manvinder, right? I'll do clap. You'll do and clap also. So you don't have to use two verbs together. मैं कल करूँगा, clap करूँगा. Do we say this in Hindi? मैं कल करूँगा, clap करूँगा कल. Why are we using two verbs? It's not required. So the right answer is, of course, I'll clap. I'll clap. Clear everyone? Type C in the chat box. कल मैं clap कर रही होंगी. I'll be clapping. That's the thing. I'm talking about normal actions. So listen to me carefully one more time. What is the difference? अगर आप कोई चीज बार बार करते हैं, आपकी हैबिट होती है, आप नॉर्मल यूज करते हैं. ओके, फॉर इंस्टेंस पानी. I drink water. That means yes, मैं पीती हूँ, मैं बार-बार पीती हूँ, मुझे अच्छा लगता है. I drink water every day. I drink water every afternoon. I drink water every week. I drink ocean water every week. Every month I take Diet Coke. Are you able to understand everyone? So जब भी आप I dash बोलते हैं, that means आपकी वो आदत है, बार बार करते हैं उसको. Clear? How many of you say like this? I lie. That means बार बार झूठ बोलते हैं. But if you say I drank ocean water, that means एक ही बार हुआ past में, बार बार नहीं होता. Only it happened one time in the past. You had ocean water. Clear everyone? Just do like this. Past में एक ही बार हुआ, one time. But if you say I'll have ocean water, that means हाँ future में होगा और एक ही बार होगा, बार बार नहीं होता, एक ही बार होगा. Present means बार बार. Past means एक बार past में. Future means future में होगा एक बार. Got it? Come on, do like this. If it is clear to you. That's the thing. So पूरा present tense आपको बहुत easily बता दिया. Let's talk about now present, past and future. Continuous tense. What is continuous tense? कोई चीज बार बार हो रही होती है. Is it clear? It is happening. तो ing तो आएगा ही आएगा. Got it everyone? ing तो आएगा ही आएगा. Also, let's talk about TNT technique. We have discussed it n number of times. I'm telling you common mistake you need to avoid. So I'm gonna just share my screen. Yes. Let me tell you over here. I have talked with him yesterday. Tell me everyone, is this correct? I've talked with him yesterday. Is it correct? Quickly. Is it correct? Yes or no? What's wrong in it? What's wrong in this? Yes, have and time cannot come together. Is it clear? So it should be either I talked with him yesterday, we can say like that, or we can say, yes, we can say I have talked with him, then yesterday is not going to come. Clear everyone? Type C in the chat box if it is clear to you. Is this sentence correct? Is this sentence correct? Yes or no? I'll be eat pizza. It's incorrect. Because of be. When you use the word be, it should be ing. Be आपका ing के साथ आता है. Okay? So if I want to say, मैं कल पिज्जा खाऊंगी, मैं clap करूंगी, मैं dance करूंगी, मैं सर को call करूंगी, मैं meeting लूंगी, मैं class लूंगी. It should be I will eat pizza. I will take class. I will take meeting. I will talk with my friend. I will go outside. Got it everyone? Be will not come. Type C if it is clear to you. If you have to talk about any continuous action. अभी मैं clients से बात कर रही हूँ. I'm talking with clients. I'm having a word with clients. कल मैं 3 बजे clients से बात कर रही थी. I was having a word with clients. I was discussing with my clients. कल मैं client से बात कर रही होंगी 3 बजे, but अगर time मिला तो आपसे बात कर लूंगी. Tomorrow I'll be having a word with clients at 3 p.m. I'll be having a word. I'm not saying I will talk with clients. I will talking with clients. I'll be. Why do we say I'll be? Will be. We don't say I will be talking with clients. I'll be talking with clients. Because speaking में हम इसको short form में बोलते हैं. Is it clear? I'll be talking with clients. That's the thing. Let's talk about now that tense की काम हो चुका है. We have already discussed that. मैं सारा tenses आपको पढ़ा चुकी हूँ. I've taught everything about tenses. Now so many people think like this. मैं tenses पढ़ा चुकी थी. I had taught all the tenses. मैं tenses पढ़ा चुकी हूँ. I have taught all the tenses. Tell me, is there any difference? Tell me. मैं tenses पढ़ा चुकी हूँ. मैं tenses पढ़ा चुकी थी. Tell me. Tenses का topic हो चुका है. It simply means that time आएगा. अभी 2 मिनट पहले ही पढ़ा. You will say, I taught the topic of tenses 2 minutes ago. ठीक है, मैंने पढ़ा दिया. I've taught the topic of tenses. Had बहुत पहले use होगा. That's so we have covered the perfect as well. Let's talk about now the last one, that is perfect continuous. Okay. So this case, what is the common mistake? Basically, people make this mistake in interviews only. People say like this, I'm working in this company for 2 years. So you will make this mistake if you talk about your experience, if you talk about anything that you have been doing for quite a long time. पहले तो इसमें कुछ ऐसी चीज होगी जो आप बहुत टाइम से कर रहे हो. Is it clear? So what you need to do is, यहाँ पे आपको इज़मार नहीं लगाना है. Okay, आपको टाइम पता होना चाहिए. 2 महीने, 3 महीने, 3 साल, like this. I have been living in Delhi for 2 years. And the thing is that there are just 2 things. Suppose I am saying, मैं 2 hours से class ले रही हूँ. I've been taking the class for 2 hours. But जैसे ही मैंने बोला, I had been taking the class for 2 hours, that means मैं अब class नहीं ले रही. Clear? So one word will make that difference whether you are doing that activity right now or you are not doing it. Type C if it is clear to you. You are doing this activity right now or you are not doing it. I'll just unmute some people. So raise your hand if you are here. Okay, so Satanan, tell me how much experience you have and in what field?
I have been working in government sector since 2011.
You have been working in government sector since 2011. What if you say, I have been working in government sector since 2011? What is the difference? अगर आपने had लगा दिया have की जगह, what does it denote?
मतलब अब मैं जॉब नहीं कर रहा हूँ मैम गवर्नमेंट सेक्टर में.
That's the thing. Is it clear, everyone? But what is the mistake? When we speak, we forget. So that's why you need to take some natural pauses. जैसे कि अगर मुझे किसी को बोलना है, मैं 2 साल से यहाँ पर रह रही हूँ. Okay, मैं 2 साल से दिल्ली में रह रही हूँ. You know what? Have been living in Delhi for about 2 years. What did I do? I am using a technique. Let me also talk about it. See, starter में कोई गलती नहीं होने वाली, एंडर में नहीं होने वाली. मेन आपकी जो भी मिस्टेक होगी वो किस में होगी? मिडलर. Is it clear? The main mistake that you may make, it is there in the middler. Let me just open that slide. Yeah. So we say this at autocorrect mode. What is this? I'll just try to open it. Okay. Yeah. It is IPS technique. Come on, IPS. Type IPS in the chat box. Let me try to open it. So what is this technique? This is IPS technique. Now, what's the meaning of IPS? It means invisible pause with style. What? Invisible pause with style. That you need to understand. To give you more idea about the same, see, let's say you are making any sentence. You are saying, कोई आपसे पूछ रहा है, आप कब से रह रहे हैं दिल्ली में? Yes, sir, I'm living in Delhi for 10 years. किस के ऐसे होता है, मुंह से अपने आप ही निकल जाता है जल्दी में. Yes, sir, I'm living in Delhi for 10 years. Why? Because the flow is really fast. So what you need to do is you need to use IPS technique, invisible pause with a style. Invisible pause with a style. Now what you need to do is आपको अपना starter use करना, that is I. Then आपको pause लेना है जो दिखना नहीं चाहिए. That's why this is invisible. But style भी होना चाहिए. And then you can speak the middler, continue with the ender. For instance, I have been आएगा या is MR. अच्छा काफी time से तो have been आ जाएगा. I have been living in Delhi for 2 years. But how to make sure that this invisible pause is there with style? So you will use a phrase that is, so you know what? So you know what? So you know what? So you know what? For instance, so you know what, have been living in Delhi for about 2 years. How many of you feel, wow, this is really amazing? Okay, just type wow in the chat box. So this is invisible pause with a style. You can always take invisible pause with a style so that you can think about the right middler. Is it clear? Just type wow if you feel it's really wow. Once you implement it, you will see the real magic. And we have covered all the rules of tenses. How many of you are shocked right now? All the rules of tenses, whatever is there, with practical usage, okay? With practical usage. So that's the thing. This is all about tenses, okay? So how many of you loved today's session? Just type loved it quickly, everyone. Loved today's session. So what is going